Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a while since I made one of these tier list videos, so I figured what better of a way to return to this type of content than with the ultimate soda tier list. I would preface this video with the usual things like, oh, this is just my subjective opinion, this, that, no, I am the soda expert. Everything I say here is objective fact. If you try to disagree with my opinion, which is indeed a fact, I will go full keyboard warrior, still living in his mom's basement, average Reddit/X user on you, and I will fight you about it even though there's literally no goal and no matter who wins, it doesn't even matter. I am so glad that my existence doesn't consist of just fighting random people on X and Reddit all day. Like, how lonely are y'all? Like, you know, this is coming from me. Like, y'all gotta touch grass. Just to kind of set up the basis here. Coca-Cola, that's an S tier. Dr. Pepper, that's an S tier. Those are our S tier sodas. Wait, hold up a minute. Is that vanilla Coke right there? Or is that, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's vanilla Coke. Okay, that's also gonna go into S tier. Cherry Coke, S tier. Like I said, I just kind of want to set up our basis here on like what an S tier soda is as we go. All right, now we start to get into some of the controversial stuff. So Pepsi, I'm gonna go ahead and slap that in an A. It's a great soda, but I need to, how do I put this? Both Pepsi and Coca-Cola are delicious, right? At their base core, just at the base level sodas, we're not talking about cherries, vanillas, mangoes, anything like that. Just the base flavors of the soda. Coke and Pepsi are pretty interchangeable. The only difference is that Pepsi has a little bit more sugar, which means that it's a bit sweeter. And for a guy like me, while yes, I do like sweet stuff, I'm the guy that literally pounds like a massive bowl of cereal every morning and has like Pop-Tarts as dessert for dinner. Even I can say that when it comes to some sodas, as we are gonna see as we go on through this list, some of them are just a little too sweet to where, yes, I enjoy them, but I can't just pound them every single day like I do with some like Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola, which I literally, for the last like over a year now, I literally have a cycle now where one day I'll drink Coke, the next I drink Dr. Pepper, and then I kind of switch it up. So like one time I'll buy Coke and Dr. Pepper, the next time I'll buy like Cherry Coke and Dr. Pepper and cream soda, and then I'll buy like, I don't know if they have it, like the vanilla Coke, and then also the strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper, which is a newer flavor, and it's absolutely delicious. If that one was on this list, that would also go into the S tier. Same with the Dr. Pepper and cream soda, which unfortunately I don't see here on this list, but that is also an S tier soda. Speaking of S tier sodas, I'm gonna go ahead and put Sprite up at S. I mean, S is literally the first letter of Sprite. I mean, come on. The only reason I don't drink Sprite more often is because it doesn't have caffeine, and I'm sorry, but as a content creator, it takes a lot of mental energy to do what I do, and I need my caffeine. Next up, we got 7-Up. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in A. You know, it's a pretty good soda, but, you know, I mean, I don't know. Is it on the same level as Pepsi? I feel like compared to Sprite, now granted, it's been a while since I've had a 7-Up. That would have been back in like 2011, I want to say, so it's been a few years. It could be better or worse now, but if I'm reaching, here's how I have to look at it. If I have a 7-Up and a Pepsi in front of me, which one am I more likely to go for? I'm probably going to drop it in an A, and by that factor, I mean, I don't know, just going off of pure taste, I mean, I still want to leave Sprite in an S just because it's that good, but when it comes to like, okay, am I gonna go for like Sprite or 7-Up? Obviously, I'm going for Sprite, and then, you know, when we drop it down to here, it's like Pepsi or 7-Up again. I'm going for the Pepsi, so I think 7-Up's fine in B. Next up, we have the orange soda flavored Mountain Dew, I believe this one is. Here's the thing. If we're going off of sheer taste, I would put all of the Mountain Dews in like, probably an S, right? But the thing for me is, that's gonna rank them lower isn't anything against the taste or anything like that, it's just how sugary they are. Every time that I drink Mountain Dew now, and here's the thing, I used to drink Mountain Dew all the time as a kid, as a teenager, I could pound Mountain Dews nonstop, but now that I'm getting to be old man G here, my body can only take so much sugar at once, and honestly, I think I have to put it in a B just because I feel sick by the time I finish a Mountain Dew because there's so much sugar in it compared to any other soda. Literally, like, I know Coke, for example, still has a good amount of sugar, like, I can't deny that, but if you compare that to a Mountain Dew, it's off the charts. So again, it's kind of conflicting. It's like, do I just go off the taste? Because if I just go off the taste, again, they'd all be an S. But I feel like, for me, when it comes to food and drinks, and this is my, you know, my subjective opinionated list anyway, as is, it's the way that a food or drink makes you feel is almost as important as the taste of the food itself. Like, I don't eat fast food because I don't want to feel like shit. Likewise, I haven't drank Mountain Dew since like 2021, 2020, something like that, I want to say, because I don't want to feel like shit just from drinking a soda. Like, I can get away with drinking Coke and Pepsi without feeling too garbage. But Mountain Dew, it literally hurts my stomach. So, unfortunately, I am going to have to put all the Mountain Dews in a B. I mean, oh man, the Stars and Stripes one, man, that one's so good. Though I kind of want to put it in A just to be like, you know what, it makes me feel like garbage, but I'd almost be willing to take a risk on that one because it's so good. It combines the, Whiteout, Voltage, and Code Red. I used to drink Voltage all the time. I do miss Mountain Dew. Again, I haven't drank in it in a few years, so maybe my stomach can handle it a bit better nowadays, and maybe from that perspective, these might change up a little bit. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put some of my absolute favorite Mountain Dew flavors in A, just because I love these flavors so much, and they're like so addicting. So I'll put those up there. Normal Mountain Dew, I kind of want to put in A as well, just because it's so good. But these ones, I also noticed, like, these ones were so sugary that the gut rot feeling was even worse on these ones specifically, whereas for these, it wasn't as bad with the gut rot, but it was still pretty prevalent. I have to put Voltage in A. That one, I used to get it all the time. I remember when I lived up north, right, there's a grocery store up there called Giant, and every time me, my mom, and my younger brother would go to Giant, I'd be grabbing so many cases of Voltage, Code Red, Mountain Dew. I remember there was a time where I'd literally just alternate between these three, because they were, like, basically the only three that were actually available, really, at the time, because I was back in the day before they had, like, more and more flavors. Baja Blast was still exclusive to Taco Bell. You couldn't buy it in the bottles and such. So, yeah, that was a different, that was a different time for sure. But now they found all those crazy ones. Like, I remember back in 2020, it was 2021 when I had Mountain Dew last. I had the Voodoo flavor that year, and it was off the chain, man. Next up, we got Wild Cherry Pepsi. This one's also gonna go in an A for the same reason that Pepsi's only in an A. Also, these aren't ranked individually in the tiers. They're just sort of like on a tier-by-tier basis, right? Like, I'm not saying that just because Voltage is here is that it's necessarily better than Baja Blast. It's just they're all in the same tier, if that makes sense. But yeah, same thing with normal Pepsi. It's a little too sweet compared to normal Coke Cherry. Normal Coke Cherry, I could pound that every day. Whereas Wild Cherry, it's even sweeter than normal Pepsi, so kind of goes there. Crush, I'm gonna go ahead and put into an S. Wait, what is my favorite orange soda? You have Sunkist. I'm pretty sure Sunkist. No, I think I really like Sunkist, don't I? Which orange soda did I used to love like so much? I want to say it was either. It was one of these. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Sunkist is the one that has like that real hardcore throat punch. And this is gonna sound weird, but when I drink soda, I love the gritty carbonated throat punch where you drink it and you feel like you just swallowed acid. That's part of why I love soda so much. So when I drink a Coke and it like kicks me in the throat, like it feels like a horse just like kicked you in the throat. That's why back in the day when I used to smoke cigarettes, I'm sorry, I know this is really unhinged to say it. I probably shouldn't even be talking about this. By the way, I did quit smoking. Actually, as of tomorrow, it is my 13-month anniversary of quitting smoking. I smoked for almost 10 years. And I will say before I say this, if you're smoking right now, you know, I know you've already heard before, like, oh man, smoking's so bad for you, this thing, you know, one thing or another. But seriously, this last 13 months that I haven't been smoking is genuinely the best that I've ever felt. Like, I cannot recommend quitting smoking enough. I don't want to say that I regret doing it for 10 years because I don't regret anything from my life. Everything is a lesson for you to learn from and move on from. That being said, yeah, I probably did cut some of my lifespan off considering I'd smoke anywhere from 1 to 3 packs a day. Anyway, that tangent aside, when I used to smoke cigarettes, I used to like the ones that really kicked you in the throat, like Marlboro Reds, Newport Menthols, or, you know, like even Newport Reds, for example. There was a time where I switched to the air suckers and I was smoking like Marlboro Lights and Marlboro Ultra Lights or whatever because they had like the gold ones which were light and then the silver ones which are like ultra light. And I used, I used to call them the air suckers because, you know, those are ones that sometimes people will switch to whenever they get a little bit older and they just want a bit of a lighter smoke or maybe just because there's like less nicotine coming through or whatever, so it can kind of help wane you off. I never went for that. By the time that I quit, I was rolling my own, and the ones that I was smoking were like just like the full-on thing. Like, even though the filter, I'm pretty sure, even though it was white, I don't think it was actually like a light cigarette, because when you smoked it, I mean, with the tobacco I was using and the way that I rolled it, like, it kicked me in the throat about as hard as a Newport and gave me, I felt like I was getting more nicotine off of those. So TLDR, I'm a bit of a masochist, and I just like the throat punch, the throat kick of things, you know what I mean? Dear Heavenly Father, forgive me for what I'm about to say. If I like it when something as simple as my sodas or cigarettes kick me in the throat, you can only imagine what I'm into in the bedroom. Okay, forget that I said that, let's move on. Crushed grape, I'm gonna go ahead and slap that into, whoa, crushed strawberry, that's a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing, I'm not gonna lie. So that one is gonna have to go into the never tried category. The only strawberry sodas I've had, now that I think of it, are the Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm pretty sure that's a Sunkist strawberry. I can't believe... No, that is a lie. That is actually a lie. I did have Sunkist strawberry. That one is an S tier from what I remember, but yeah, I never had crushed strawberry specifically. Funnily enough, I've had crushed grape, but I haven't had Sunkist grape. I didn't even know that was a thing. Fanta strawberry, I did have that once. I'm gonna go ahead and put that into an A tier. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm kind of looking at this now. Do I put crushed grape on the same tier as Mountain Dew? I mean, like, honestly, yeah, it is. It is actually really good. And then the strawberry one, yeah, that one definitely deserves to be there. I'm just sort of like reevaluating where we have everything in the moment. Fanta Grape, I don't even think I've had this one ever. It's weird. Like, I've had some, like, I've had each of these flavors, right? Just from different brands. Like, I've had Fanta Strawberry, but not Crushed Strawberry. I've had Crushed Grape, but not either of these grapes. Fanta Pineapple, I kind of want to put into an S tier, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. Do I really put it up here amongst, like, Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper? Oh, now that I'm looking at this, now I'm kind of reevaluating things. I think I'm going to drop Sunkist Strawberry down to an A, and then Sunkist, yeah, you know what, I think that, Pineapple, it's really good, but I'm sorry, these are, like, my goated sodas right here, man, like, I don't know, though, do I keep, no, yeah, Sunkist deserves to be an S, I really like that, so, ooh, mug root beer, baby, that one's going to go into an S, because I know there's, like, 3 root beers, right, you got A&W, Mug, and Bark. And I can't remember which one I'm pretty sure I like Mug a bit more than Bark, because Bark is really good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love Bark, and I kind of want to put it in the S tier, because from what I remember, it's really good. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Mug is the one that has that really smooth taste where you drink it, it's like, oh, I don't know. Like, it still gives you a bit of that kick, but it's like just very smooth going down. So I'm going to put Bark in an A, but Mug is like, yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. That one is so good. Same thing with A&W. That's going to go into an A. Like, you really can't go wrong with root beer. The only reason I don't drink, like I said before, when I drink soda, I really like to have caffeine because I need that boost. So if Sunkist, Sprite, and root beer either had caffeine or had more caffeine, I would drink them more often. So soda companies, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but if y'all could either just add more caffeine to the sodas or give us caffeinated versions that are on par with other sodas like this, I would buy it more frequently. Pib is gonna go into an A tier. I really like that soda. Actually, I think I might put it in B. Like, it's a really good soda. I don't have anything against it, but it's like, okay, if I'm gonna choose between this or like a normal Pepsi or like any of these other ones, I'm probably just gonna go for one of these other ones up here, if I'm gonna be honest. Ginger ale, that one's also gonna go into an A. Honestly, the only time I drink ginger ale is when I'm sick. You know, it's like my go-to thing. Saltine crackers, ginger ale. That doesn't change how good it is, though. It is a very good soda. Ooh, mellow yellow. That one is also, I want to put it in an A tier because it's a very, just a very good soda. It's pretty OG. Next up, we got Squirt. Your mama knows all about that because I hung out with her last night. I think I'm going to put that into an A tier. I really like Squirt. I don't know, though, man. Do I keep, maybe I put mellow yellow? No, I can't do that. Mellow yellow is pretty good. So is Squirt. Is this Squirt strawberry? I think I've had, honestly, I don't even know if I've had this one before. That one might have to go into never tried. I think I've only had normal Squirt before. Vault, I'm going to put into a B. I had that one time. I remember it being pretty good. What the world are these? I'm going to have to zoom all the way in to see what these are. Orange cream and then cream soda. Well, how about this? I, unfortunately, whoa, where in the world am I at? Okay, so there isn't the Coke orange soda, whatever, like orange cream soda thing in here, the orange vanilla. However, I'm assuming this would be kind of similar. It wouldn't obviously be the same thing because the Coke orange vanilla has more of a reliance on the Coke flavor, whereas this is just more like the orange cream. But I have had something similar to it before, so I kind of just want to put it in S because it's really good, even if it isn't the exact same thing. I know that might technically be cheating, but it's not like we exactly have a, you know, specific like Coke orange vanilla up here or anything really adjacent to that, you know, I would have put in the S tier, so we'll do that. And then cream soda, same thing, cream soda goes straight into the S tier. Jarritos! I honestly don't know what this is. I might have to Google this one quick. Yeah, after a quick Google search, I can confirm I've never had Jarritos. I'm pretty sure I've had this one before. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in like a B, maybe. Honestly, I forget if I even like this one or not. I'll put in like a B or a C. It was so long ago, I honestly couldn't tell you, so I'll just go C just in case because it's been so long. Next up, we got EZ. I've never had that one before. And then S Pellegrino. Nah, I really couldn't tell you anything about it. And then Diet Soda. I mean, if I'm looking at Diet Soda compared to anything else, it's easy to put it in an F, right? Just because you have that egregious Diet Soda aftertaste where you drink it and you feel like you just, like, I don't know, took a swig of gasoline because it, like, leaves that aftertaste just, like, stained in your mouth. But at the same time, it's really not that bad, and the Diet aftertaste, I feel like, has gotten less bad over the years. I don't know if it's just because they changed ingredients or changed the way that they make the sodas, or maybe it's just like, it's not as bad as I thought it was as a kid, or maybe after years of smoking and eating a bunch of sugary stuff, my taste buds are just finally degrading. That's also an option, but I'd be lying if I said it was an outright F tier, because for the most part, Diet sodas, and they still taste generally the exact same as the normal sodas. It's just like you got the aftertaste. They're a bit less sweet, obviously, because there's like no sugar and basically no calories in them. But you know, they're still like, you know, they're fine, you know? They're actually a great, healthier alternative to normal soda. Are they healthy? Absolutely not. Are they healthier? Obviously. So with that, I'm feeling pretty good where all this is at, you know? It's one of those things where there is a few sodas missing on here that I probably would have included, right? You have some of the very specific Pepsi flavors and Coke flavors, like Mango Pepsi would have been an easy S tier. The Coca-Cola Orange Vanilla, as we were talking about, definitely would have been an S tier as well. You just got some other sodas in general. Like, I didn't see any Faygo on here, I believe the brand is called, but does that even count as a soda? Like, I know it's a carbonated drink, but maybe that doesn't even count, so I don't know. All I know is that I always saw it at gas stations for so much cheaper than any other soda there, and yet it was such a massive bottle. If it was juice or something, then I apologize for thinking it was soda, but I thought it was soda. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is my tier list. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Honestly, I don't really care either way. This is a goofy tier list about sodas. Like, are we really getting hung up on this? Then again, all it takes is 30 seconds of scrolling on Reddit or X. I mean, not even. Literally, as soon as you open either website, you just see a bunch of stupid nonsense. So, I mean, you know, but people will find anything to get hung up on nowadays. I swear my computer listens to me. So the last ad was a advertisement for a Samsung TV at Best Buy, which is exactly what I've been talking about in recent videos. And now there's another advertisement for an LG TV. Stop listening to me. But anyways, as always, message channel, thank you to all the patrons, and channel members, thank you to low balls here, and a beer shout out, and a big ball team, and the last king, and the dad, Maddie, and the biggest shout out on T-tier, fun events, and the cheese gold. Thank you guys so much, guys. You're literal legends. I love you. Kurani, arigatou gozaimasu. Have an amazing day, stay beautiful. Love you all. Peace.